Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Savannah, and today I figured I would show you how I made this copper pipe rack that I intended to hang plants on, but you can also use it as a clothing rack. So let's just get right into it. So the supplies that you'll need will all depend on what style of rack you want to make. So if you make the same exact style of rack that I made, you'll need about 4 5-foot rods of copper pipe, and I used just Gorilla Glue to attach them together. You'll also need a pipe cutter, and I have 6 T-joints, I have 6 elbow joints, and I have 4 caps. So what I'm starting to do here is using nail polish remover to get off all of the ink that is stamped on the poles. As you can see, there's the blue and sometimes red text. So I'll just take nail polish remover on a cotton ball and rub that off. So here's a little sketch of what I'm going to do so you get a little idea. I just drew out everything and estimated the measurements of how big I wanted, so we'll just get to cutting the pipe to the lengths that I need. Here I'm just measuring and marking the length of the pole that I need. Now I'm just going to take my pipe cutter, which they are pretty cheap, you can find them at pretty much any hardware store, and I'm going to open it all the way up and just fasten it around the pole where I marked previously. Then once I have it secure, I'm going to start spinning it around the pole, and it'll start to get looser as it cuts through the pole, and once it gets looser, you're just going to keep tightening it as you spin it around. Once it cuts all the way through, it will just break in half, and then you'll have 2 different poles. Now we're just going to repeat that step again so that we will have 3 2.5-foot rods. Now I'm just going to continue that process for the shorter lengths for the legs, and you can refer back to my drawing whenever you need to, just to see what measurements you need. And then the same thing again, so that we have multiple 3-inch sections. Once you finish the cutting process, you should have 2 4-foot rods, 3 2.5-foot rods, and 12 3-inch rods. Once we have all the pieces, we're just going to do a dry assembly and before we glue anything together, just to make sure we have all the pieces we need and everything fits as it should. So here is one of the legs fully assembled, besides the caps that will go on the bottom. And then I'll do the same thing just to get 2 legs, and then we'll start inserting the poles in the connectors. So here we have it fully assembled in dry fit. The legs look a little weird just because it rotates when it's not glued together, so it can't stand on its own yet. So I just used regular Gorilla Glue. Mine was pretty old and kind of dry, but it still worked. Here I'm just disassembling a piece of the legs and I'm wiping it clean with a damp rag before I put glue on. Then I just used a toothpick and squeezed out just a small drop of Gorilla Glue and wiped it around the inside of the joints. Just remember, you only need a little bit of glue because it will expand as it dries and you don't want it bubbling out of the joints. Now I'm just going to keep working on this leg and starting by wiping down with a wet rag and then working the glue into the joints. So here I'm gluing the last piece of the leg, and you can see me putting it together here. You just want to make sure the T-joints are angled in different directions so that you can put these two connecting rods in between them to keep it sturdy. So the last part, I just have to put in the 4-foot bars upward and the connecting bar across. And here is the final reveal. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions on how to make it, comment them below, and I will catch you guys in the next video.